You know, it's one of the weirdest flexes that I've seen where people actually kind of go and look at what Sony does. Like they didn't do E3, or they're going to do. They didn't do Gamescom. They're doing their own thing, and people go, "Oh, that's just because they're scared of Microsoft," which I always thought was like the weirdest thing. Like basically they're out there saying they're not going to do anything because Microsoft is doing something, which makes no sense whatsoever. Like if you think about it, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, when it comes to these companies, you have billion-dollar companies, and you have, clearly you have the situation where fans are going to, flock to anything PlayStation does, like regardless. And the proof is in the pudding, because we see actually a very interesting situation where, Sony has done some bad things and had some bad press, and it hasn't stopped them from selling anything. And then you look on the other side, and literally Microsoft has everything going for them. And I'm the first to admit that they literally have everything going for them, except for the actual games. And you wonder why they're in last place. I mean, I keep telling people this. It's like they have the least expensive console, they have the most powerful console, they have Game Pass, they have Play Anywhere, they have cloud gaming, they have game sharing, game gifting, early access gaming. They have everything basically except for the games, and that's the main reason why they're where they're at. I think they have to do a little bit more to earn that trust from people. So, with that being said, I wanted to jump into this because it looks like Sony has something really big planned. Really, 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 really big. And this is a very exciting thing, and I can't wait to get into it. What's up, everybody? It's me, Crapgamer, with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I really do appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. All I ask for is a simple like. Remember that. And really does help out. So thank you guys very, very much. You guys are awesome. Now, with that being said, I really do want to say that, it's been ups and downs building, the channel, the jokes and the butt of the jokes and stuff like that. I get it. But at the same time, I've never really kind of correlated success with life in general with YouTube. So there you go. According to this anyway, a massive PlayStation Experience event has leaked for December of 2021. This is something that Sony used to do before the pandemic. Is they used to do the PSX, or the PlayStation Experience, which was really cool. A lot of people probably remember that. It's like a big event that they hold, and I just think that it was very smart for them to go out there and kind of hold another one of these events, and it looks like that's exactly what they're going to be doing. Thankfully, it looks like they're going to be able to get out there and and take some of that press away from Microsoft. They're doing it in a very good way. People wonder why they held back stuff, possibly a Metal Gear remake or a Last of Us remake or something, why they hold some stuff back. This is why. So this week we were treated to the long-awaited PlayStation Showcase, and already ramblings of another is getting people excited. It's hard to blame them for wanting more after the incredible reveal of Spider-Man and Wolverine for the PlayStation 5. Everybody definitely wants to see more next-gen exclusives very, very soon. What's more, although we finally got another God of War Ragnarok trailer, there are still so many games waiting their time for the spotlight. Recently, there's a rumor of an upcoming Infamous game bringing the franchise back after a long hiatus. Perhaps this is where we finally get that reveal. Also, although we get a ton of incredible reveals and trailers during the PlayStation Showcase, the ride isn't over yet. Earlier this year, we have seen Sony register the PlayStation Experience trademark, and one leaker is already teasing why. According to this user and leaker, was able to accurately predict the date of the PlayStation Showcase, as well as confirm the acquisition of Housemarque. But these things were done incredibly early as well. So now they're claiming that Sony has a new AAA studio in Japan to announce later this year. Allegedly, the new Japanese studio will be unveiled during the PlayStation Experience event in December, and that's not all the announcements that they'll bring. Not only will the new studio have an exciting game to reveal, but the PSVR 2 will get its first official design reveal. And on top of that, the leaked PSVR Wipeout reboot will appear, as well as Astro Bot 2. Of course, Sony has a lot of other games to reveal, such as The Last of Us Factions and the PlayStation 5 exclusive From Software title. New rumors suggest that Silent Hill, Sunset Overdrive, and more could also be returning. So obviously take any leak with a pinch of salt for the time being. However, with a lot of these claims being things we've heard in the past, only the reveal of Sony Japan Studio can prove this leak as accurate. So The other thing that this article goes on to talk about is some people complaining about God of War Ragnarok reveal, which is very interesting because it's just one of those things that it's hard to believe actually happens. For me personally, I thought it looked good. Obviously, it's the game that I'm most looking forward to because I love that game so much. You know what I mean? It's just one of those. That first one was just such a hit for me, and kind of did it. But there's multiple things that people are complaining about in the new God of War. One of the things is Thor, the God of Thunder, his controversial design where he kind of looks like Fat Thor, but he is actually accurate to the lore. Yesterday was a big day or the other day was a big day for Sony fans, and we got incredible reveals for multiple games, but they saved the best for last with a brand new God of Ragnarok trailer. And after months of waiting, we finally got a new look at Kratos and Atreus in their latest adventure. In the new footage, Sony Santa Monica even teases an upcoming encounter with Thor, something that has been hinted at for quite some time. Now the developer has released Thor's full design in Ragnarok, and not all fans are happy about it, obviously. It didn't take long for Thor to start trending on Twitter, with gamers moaning about the God of Thunder being fat in Ragnarok. God of War's Thor isn't the MCU's Chris Hemsworth lookalike, and that seems like what gamers were expecting instead. The iteration of Thor is more accurate to his mythology, however. Known for his red hair and beard, Thor in mythology was a heavy drinker and lover of feasts, while the God of Thunder was also a mighty warrior. This burly design does look far more accurate to his lore than some gamers would like to admit. Many users were actually angry and took to their keyboards to complain about the fat Thor design. And although other fans are quick to voice their support for the mythology-accurate Thor, it's sad to see so many people unhappy with the decision. This wasn't the only thing that people were kind of talking about as well. One of the things that a lot of people were talking about was basically what we saw with a situation with some usual users on Twitter. Obviously, kind of took to took to Twitter and was like talking about how the animations are the same in the boat when he gets into the boat or whatever. And with the last one from 2018, which I thought was kind of ironic when you consider the fact that, if you're an Xbox fan, the three main games that Microsoft put out time and time again are obviously, Halo, Gears of War, and, Forza. So, I mean, those games, take it for what it's worth, but are pretty much the type of games that basically borrow from each other every single time. I mean, they mostly look like 0.5 iterations. In particular, the difference between Forza Horizon 3 and Forza Horizon 4, you might as well call it 3.5. Same thing with Gears 4 and Gears 5. You might as well call it Gears 4.5 or Halo. I mean, they all do that. It's just interesting that it's kind of the pot calling the kettle black in this instance. So I do find it a little bit ironic. But with that being said, to me, I thought it looked absolutely incredible. And I was really excited to see what the future holds for the franchise. But, with that being said, there's lots of stuff to be looking forward to. Obviously, if Sony does another show in December, that's going to be huge. I think they get the message. People really want to be kind of kept abreast of what's going on, and as long as that's happening, I think people will be fine. At the end of the day, I really do think that that's something that most people should probably talk about and understand. They probably definitely do understand that fans are going to want to be kept in the loop on things. I mean, it just doesn't really get much much more honest than that, to be real with everybody. So hopefully we do see that, and I'm very excited about the future of both PlayStation and Xbox. I really am. I know people probably won't believe that, but I seriously am. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, crap gamer 'em up, crap gamer out.